welcome to my channel. My name's Captain Crush, and I am here to help you with your NBA daily fantasy sports process. I have about 2 to 4 plays that I'm going to talk to you about today, and my goal is to give you fundamental process tips to help you win at the end of the night. While there's no guarantees in this industry, the one guarantee you have is that Captain Crush is going to come on this tube and give it his all, because that is what I'm going to do for each and every one of you. If you watch my YouTubes every single day, that's fantastic. Smash the like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button. And if you're both, well then just do both, because I'm doing God's work. And you know what? I'm giving you guys value that you cannot find on Twitter. I go against the Twitter hive mind, the faceless Twitter people who don't even know what they're talking about. I literally come on the tube and I set the record straight. Anybody and everybody can go on Twitter and pretend that there's something saying whatever, do this, do that, but it's a whole different ballpark to come on a video screen day in and day out for the whole world to see and claim your W's and L's. Absolutely. Speaking of L's, yesterday, the Taco Booker, he sold, and the rest of that game, Kevin Durant, D'Angelo Russell's assist, they sold. KD was a turnover machine, so was Booker for that matter. But I will say this, Jalen Brunson, the thumbnail, over 5.5 assists. Cash it. Thank God, because it means some of my two-mans today are live with Banchero. But with all that out of the way, what do we got today, Crush? Well, we have an 11-game slate today, and the first person that I'm going to talk about is Cam Thomas. Oh my goodness. Everybody and their mother is on Cam Thomas today. Whether it's on Twitter, whether it's in my Discord, whether it's on YouTube, whether it's on TikTok, whether it's on your grandma's newspaper, everybody's thinking Cam Thomas is going over his points today. So what say you, Captain Crush? Are you hopping into the fray with the rest of them, or are you going to go against the grain? Well, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. Everything in my bones, buddy, my bones, I'm telling you, my bones wants me to take under just for the fact that everyone else is taking the over. That whole process alone makes me want to take under. Fade Joe Public, fade the popularity contest, and take under. But I can't do it. I have to join in with the fray. I hate to say it. I know you guys were probably hoping that I would take a stand, and I'm sorry to say, but I'm falling into the same trap as every other degenerate that loves this business, and I am taking more on Cam Thomas's points. And I know you're like, Captain, why? Captain, I wanted a different take. You wanted me to give you a reason not to do it, but the fact of the matter is this: he's in a pace-up spot against the Atlanta Hawks. The Hawks are giving up pretty much the most points allowed. On top of that, he just played 38 minutes. 38 minutes, folks. That's almost the full game. For those of you that aren't aware how many minutes are in a basketball game, he basically played the whole game. And on top of that, he shot 23 times. Folks, 23 times? How can you fade the line at 20.5? You absolutely can't. I can't recommend you take under. But what I can recommend is that you get it at 19.5, which I did right over here at Chalkboard. As you can see, 19.5. Crispy. Give it to me. Inject it into the veins at 19.5. I'm telling you right now, buddy. And you get the 1v1 with DeAndre Hunter at 13.5 points. Book it. This is a 1v1 for 2x on Chalkboard, and both of those lines are 1 point higher on PrizePicks. So you take it on Chalkboard, you get 2x, use promo code CRUSH, they're going to double your deposit, so you're getting another 2x, and the triple X, the hat trick, you get 30 free days of my Discord. Send me an email with the screenshot, and I will send you the link. Lots of you have been cashing in. Keep it rolling, baby, before the promo ends. So Cam Thomas, can I call you Cameron? I want to call you Cameron. You know what? I'm calling you Cameron, because Cam ain't hitting. Cameron Thomas, you just made the list. Absolutely. 20.5 points, 24.5 PRA, 27 fantasy points, dealer's choice, but I'm going with 20.5 points. And crispy old somebody in the cord today found it. I'm sure he found it on Twitter, because that's just how it works. But his line was 20.5 points plus assist earlier. Obviously an error. It was the same. And if you got that in, then you ate crispy value. So Cam Thomas, he's on the list. I gave you my piece. I gave you my reasoning. Let's move on. But before I move on, I'll give you one more thing. Let's go over to Outlier Bet, and you can see what I'm talking about. Atlanta Hawks 27th in points allowed. These are the last 10 for Cam Thomas. He is coming back from an injury, but the thing is this. I just want to show you this. 45 points in one game before. The massive ceiling that he holds is absolutely insane. Now, I will say this, and I said the same thing to everyone in my Discord. He very well can come out there tonight and sell you. Everybody's riding that Cameron Thomas train, but don't be surprised if he doesn't pull into the station, because even though he'll chuck 23 times, he'll only make 8 to 10. It's textbook Cam Thomas. So I'm telling you, temper your expectations, but it's a great play, and I would be amiss if I didn't tell you to take him too. I hate to say it, but it's true. Moving right along to the best play on the slate by a New York country mile, it's none other than the former MVP Joel Embiid. Absolutely. Here we go. 17.5 rebounds plus assists. It's in play. Crispy. Joel Embiid 6 assists. It's in play. Crispy. And last but certainly not least, Joel Embiid 49.5 PRA. It's in play. Now here is the fly in the ointment. Although he's in the best matchup on the slate, Wizards, they're 30th in everything. Last place in everything. They're trash. They're a dumpster fire. Everyone that thought Jordan Poole was going to be the Wizards' savior, guess what? You're eating chalk. But the fact of the matter is this. The only way Joel Embiid doesn't crush these lines is if A, injury, or B, he only plays 3 quarters because of a massive blowout. So buyer beware and seller beware. Joel Embiid, smash spot, smash everything, but the fact is, the game could get out of hand real quick. The Sixers crush and the Wizards are garbage. So it has to be considered, folks, but I'm going to give you a reason real quick for Joel Embiid. My favorite of the 3 would be his rebounds plus assists, or just his assists because it does have the push equity. But let me show you something right quick. Okay, as you can see, Washington is ranked 30th in assists allowed. They're terrible in every metric. 30th in all of them, I'm pretty sure. But look at his ceiling. 11 assists is his ceiling. 9, 5, 9, 8, 7, 7, 6. He's just been facilitating so much more this season. And then if we go over to his rebounds plus assist, it's even better. 22, 20, 18, 21. Look at the ceiling. Look at the floor. His floor is pretty much going to be 15, okay? Because we're looking at the last 10. 19, 20. His ceiling's going to be 22. Again, ranked 30th in rebounds allowed. Ranked 30th in assists allowed. It's minus 125. Folks, I will be going down with this ship. It's just how it's going to be because I'm not trying to predict a blowout. For all I know, the Wizards will go out tonight, drain some shots, it stays competitive, and Embiid crushes everything. I don't try to predict blowouts. That's a fool's errand, but I'm taking Joel Embiid. You can take either or you can dabble in his first half, and I want to show you something right quick on NBA.com. This is the only place that has this. You scroll down here to Joel Embiid, and 10.4, this number right here, 10.4 potential assists per game for Joel Embiid, okay? And he's also passing the ball 44 times a game. Do you understand? So the opportunity is going to be there. He's going to get 10 potential assists per game. So if we know he's getting 10 potential assists and he only needs to get 6, well, he actually needs to get 7. But it's pretty decent value there in my opinion. And the matchup ranked 30th, folks, I will not get off of this play. Pause? Nah, no pause required. We're in the mix. So R plus A or just A, it's fine with me. And again, if his fantasy scores comes out and you say, Cap, I'm a crazy SOB, I'm not afraid of the blowout, then you have my blessing to target his fantasy score. And if you want to go to his first half fantasy score, well then my brother in Christ, here's your salute and best of luck, because that, my friend, could just be hitting. So let's keep this train moving. Those are the 2 must plays in my book. Now, the next man that I want to talk about, DeAndre Hunter. I told you his line on chalkboard's 13.5. It was 13.5 on PrizePicks. I got it in crispy at 13.5. They moved it up to 14 because they're quick. They're coming back for their coin. But the fact is this, you get it on chalkboard at 13.5, but even at 14, it's got a crispy push equity and it gives you an optimal 1v1 run back. I like it here too. It's a dart throw at 14, at 13.5. I think he's going to land right on 14, but it still should be considered in play. dart throw number 2. It's none other than the beard himself, the crazy bearded man they call James Harden. Are we getting James Harden of old? I'm not sure, Kyle, but 16.5 points. He's trending up for me. Look at this, 21, 18, 26, fast-paced matchups. When he played Denver on the 27th, he put up a stinker. I'm not worried about that. I'm going right back to the beard. He's not a core play. If you put James Harden in more than one slip, you're gonna lose. You deserve to lose. He's a dart throw. He's not an anchor. He's a dart. But James Harden at 16.5 points, I got him projected for 17. It's right on the crisper, right on the line. But I'm going with it. I'm taking it, and I will put him in the mix. And if you don't want to target his points, you can go right back to his assists. I know he hasn't been getting it done all season long, but he still has a high ceiling of assists. 9, 7, 6, 4, 7. And crazily enough, this combo prop, oh my goodness, 16 assists for Harden and Joker combo just seems crispy because Joker can get 12 by himself as he did the other night. Either or, points, assists, the combo, it's all a dart. It's all in play. Limit your exposure to the darts, folks. I'm telling you, dart means in my projections, for those of you that are in the Discord, when I release my projections, I color coordinate it. Yellow, blue, green, red. Yeah, yellow, green, blue, red, okay? If it's yellow, that means max 1 slip per contest, okay? You don't put him in more than 1 slip. He's a dart throw. So if Embiid and Thomas are your anchors today, you would surround it with your 3 darts, and hopefully, let's say you make 5 slips, you keep these 2 in all, you hit them with 3 darts. All you need is 1 to hit, you free roll, and then if you get 2 to hit, well, you're swimming in green. So there's 2 more plays on this board that I'm going to talk about. And scrolling through this dumpster fire 11-game slate, can you figure out what it's going to be? I bet you can't. It's going to be none other than Paolo Banchero, the taco salesman himself. Absolutely 34 fantasy score. I think it's a little bit too low. Got him projected for around 39. But look at this, 44, 52, 12, 47, 35. He's just randomly gonna go off at any given time. Anytime he's on the slate at 30 to 36 fantasy score, he needs to be considered. I'm telling you guys, he's not a core play, but he's a dart throw. 34 fantasy score for Banchero in this matchup is just too low. I'm telling you. Do I think it's a slam dunk of a play? Absolutely not. He's never gonna be a slam dunk. His name's Paolo Banchero. But is he a solid dart throw? Bink! Absolutely. He's a solid dart throw. I'm telling you. 34 fantasy score. I could give you the usage rate and fantasy point per minute, but I'm not going to give you all that jazz today because I was using Outlier and I'm trying to get this video out quickly, but he's in play, okay? So Paolo Banchero, you just made the list. The dart list, that is. Absolutely. He's in the mix. And they bumped up a couple of the other ones that I wanted to talk about, but the last pile of darts that I'm going to talk about, Jimmy Butler, because no Bam Adebayo, he's a dart throw. Mike Conley or Anthony Edwards, elite matchup, totally dart throw, but they're in the mix. Victor Wembanyama in the mix at 41 fantasy score. He's in play. All of those guys, remember, just target the pace up spot. You absolutely know that Shai Alexander's in play every time he's on the slate, but I think 50's just a little bit too high. Maybe attack his points. I'm not sure. I have him projected for literally 30 points even and 50 fantasy points even. There's no value there for me. That's a gut call on your part, Mr. Viewer. But like I said, there's just not a lot of fantasy scores up today yet that I like, and a lot of the other stuff has been bumped. But the last guy that I'm going to talk about, if they do put a fantasy score up for this man, Mark Williams. I don't want just his points. Although his regular point line, it's 100% in play, but this isn't what I want. What I want is a fantasy score for Mark Williams. Chicago has very little rim protection, and I want to take advantage of it. Mark Williams' fantasy score will be in play. Not his points so much, but his fantasy score. And on the other side of that coin, because there's always another side of that coin, Kobe White. If Kobe White plays without Zach LaVine tonight against the Charlotte Hornets, buddy, you got those pipelines going? Absolutely. Kobe White, 18.5 real points. You just made the list. Absolutely. He's in the mix. So take Kobe White, 18.5 points, or you can go to Vucevic's fantasy score if you really want to gamble, but my optimal 1v1, Kobe White points or his PRA or his fantasy, and Mark Williams fantasy. I like it a lot. And with that, I'm going to wrap it up, buddy. I'm going to get this video out as fast as I can, but if you want to be in my live stream today where we're going to cover all the late breaking news, we're going to go over the rest of the plays that I like, you're going to get all my model projections and more, the list of plays, etc. You can go to captaincrush.net, scroll down to the gold package. You got your mouse, use it, or your little thumb, your grubby little paw on your phone. Click the gold package, buy now, get it, and I will see you in the live stream at 4:30 Central or maybe 5:30 Central. I'm not sure yet. It's probably going to be 4:30 Central today because this video is coming out early. And with that, I'm going to give you guys a salute. And as always, my brothers in Christ, good luck in all your contests. And buddy, let's crush.